Hello, everyone. I'm here with Dave, who's the head of sales and the PR director at ATC Brokers. Dave and I go back many years, and I can tell you so many positive things, so many reasons why I like him and I like ATC Brokers. But for today, I want to focus on their technology, which is, to me, second to none in this business. PAMM Pro. I have to admit that I didn't know much about it, and I didn't know how powerful it was until I started asking, also getting some feedback from other users, such as IBs and money managers. The typical question would be, oh, I'm familiar with PAMM. But then once they get introduced to PAMM Pro, they start asking questions, wow, this is not available anywhere else. So this is what piqued my interest, and I decided to do this with Dave. So Dave, thank you for being with us. I appreciate your time. First question, Dave.
Sure.
I explored PAMM Pro, and it looked so comprehensive and detailed. I wasn't able to find this anywhere else. Why would you go the distance and create such a thing, although the traditional good old PAMM is available? Why would you do this?
For many years, we've used other people's technology, third parties, broker technologies, and we always had issues with it. It had limitations, restrictions, and we've lost, honestly, millions and millions of dollars using other people's technology. We came to a place where we said, no more of this. We need to create our own infrastructure. We need to create our own system, and that's what we've done. And what we've done is actually we went back to the drawing board. We took the best of the best on the traditional PAMM systems and the best elements of a traditional trade copier system, and we created this hybrid solution that addresses all issues, all concerns that we've seen in the past. And that's what we've done.
A question, explain, when you say we took the best of PAMM and the best of trade copier to create PAMM Pro, could you get me a little bit more details, please?
Sure. So the traditional PAMM, the strength of a traditional PAMM, one order goes to the bank for all participants. Everyone gets the same exact field price. That was the strength of a PAMM. The problem on the flip side was basically when you have open positions and a new customer comes in. Number one, it cannot be mapped in real time. It has to be mapped at roll. It takes effect at roll. And what happens is the open position the manager has, those positions will get redistributed. In other words, it will get diluted and to include the new participant. Similarly, if you have an open position and one client decides to opt out, comes next roll, when that client is removed from the PAMM, now his position gets redistributed to the existing accounts on the book. Again, in other words, it's just the positions gets diluted. And this is one of the reasons why the PAMM system is banned in the US, because the regulators didn't like that, basically. So that's one of the main shortcoming of a PAMM. On the flip side, on the trade copier, the benefits of trade copier is every account is isolated, so the funds are not commingled. But on the negative side, if you're trading 20, 30, 40 accounts, by the time you get to the last guy, you're already 5-10 seconds behind, okay? 20, 50 order goes to the LP. Everyone gets a separate field price. You have other limitations such as lot sizing. So if you have a small master account and you have a small sub accounts and the master trades micro lots, because the smallest ticket is 1 micro on the FX, the position sizing is off. Right now, so we are in the subscription allocation window. This will be all the master accounts. So we're zooming into one particular master account, 130500093. So this is going to be the signal provider. Below that are the subscribers. Basically, this is all the money manager's clients. I'll go through the columns. If you have any questions, let me know. One of the other negative of a traditional PAMM is if most of your clients are trading in USD and you have a USD PAMM and you get a large client who wants to fund in euro, traditionally what the broker has to do has create a new PAMM for you, and now you have to juggle two PAMMs. And down the line, if you get another client who wants to deposit GBP, you have to then create a third PAMM, and now you're juggling 3 accounts. Every time you place an order, you have to place it in 3 different locations. So we eliminated all of that with the PAMM Pro, and we'll get into that in a few minutes as well. Starting with the first column, this is the committed column. So if there's a checkbox, that means that the client has opted in. So each client will be able to opt in and will be able to opt out in real time. This function is in the client's portal, which we'll log in a few minutes and show you how that works. The next column is the client's account number, client's name, the balance, and of course the currency. Now, the system is smart enough to recognize what currency denomination is the master account. And based on that, and based on the denominator the sub-account has, and based on the multiplier that the client has selected, it will internally convert the ratio and allocate the correct lot size to each subscriber. We eliminated the need of multiple PAMM for different currency users. So the multiplier you see here, one multiplier is the default multiplier. Basically, it's a 1-to-1 ratio. If the master account, say, has 10,000, he places a position and he loses 1%. The sub account, if he has 500,000, he will lose 1% on 500,000. So it's a 1-to-1 ratio. Now the client can start as low as 0.01 if they're starting out. They want to test the water, they want to test the system. They can start with 0.1, so that's 1/10 of what the master is doing. And they can change it 24 hours a day, anytime they want. And they can go up to 2 multiplier. 2 is double, twice the risk, twice the reward, basically. And if they want to gradually go up, 1.1, 1.2, 1.4, the client can make that determination. The next column we have is the equity stop loss. So we added this column because we came across numerous situations where the client comes across a good money manager, and the money manager, he's doing his best for his customers, and a lot of times the client want to risk 30% max, 20%, whatever the case may be, and the trader usually falls within that category where his system has never lost more than 30%.
So in a nutshell, in trading, we call this a stop loss, a hard stop loss. So
yes.
I don't want to risk more than I should. I put a stop loss, and this is, I think, this is very unique. Can the customer control this? The client?
Yes, they can. They can, and we're gonna demonstrate that in a few minutes as well. But the whole concept here was, we have seen many situations where the client wakes up in the morning, he looks at his account and he's down all of a sudden 50%, 60%, 70%. I've seen it as high as 90%. Now the client is upset with the money manager. You know, oh, you said you weren't going to lose more than 20%, 30%. The problem is sometimes money manager gets stuck in the market, or sometimes there's a news event or a flash crash event okay? And the money manager get caught up in that situation. So we wanted to put this in the hands of the client so he can control his hard stop, worst case scenario, you know, the account will be liquidated. Obviously, if it's a fast market condition, it may not be exactly at his price. It may be a little bit more, a little bit less, but the account will be liquidated. Moving on to the next column, the money manager here can charge a performance fee. The performance fee can be customized to each individual accounts. So if the money manager gets a large client, he wants to charge lower performance fee, he can do that. Smaller clients, if he wants to charge higher performance fee, he can do that as well. Next, we have the management fee. And the management fee, the numbers here are yearly. So if you put 2%, it's 2% yearly, but the system will collect it automatically every month, okay? You can decide if you're going to charge it, not charge it. Every money manager is different. But the system is diverse to handle all scenarios, basically. Next one is the subscription fee. Sometimes we get signal providers, and signal providers, they charge a monthly fee, whether it's 50 bucks a month, 200 bucks a month, doesn't matter, okay? So we put that figure here. The system at the end of each month will charge each individual client that amount. It will automatically deposit that amount into the money manager merchant account. The money manager has 5 fee options. They can charge a markup, a commission, performance fee, management fee, subscription fee, or they can do a combination. Everybody is different. Some money managers only want to charge performance fee, and that's fine. Other money managers may want to charge performance fee and a management fee, or a small markup, or a small commission. So the system is designed to cater to all types of money manager, large or small, licensed or non-licensed, either way. Okay. And lastly, we came across money managers where they're licensed and they didn't want the clients to necessarily change these settings on the fly. So we created the last column where if I check these columns, then the client will not be able to modify these numbers. And this is only available for licensed money managers because they have a power of attorney over their accounts, and they can do that. But for non-licensed money manager, the client has to be 100% in charge of their accounts. What's important to understand here is when the master account trades, the master account is isolated from the sub-accounts. So the master account has its own account. The sub-accounts have their own account. But through this subscriber process, they're all connected. They're all connected. So when the master account trades, one order will go to the bank for everybody, just like a traditional PAMM. And even if it's a large order and we get a split fill, the system will average the price and will issue the average price to each of the subscriber accounts. So everybody gets the same exact fill price, okay? There's no latency, there's no delays between one account to another account because we're not sending 20 separate orders. We're sending one orders, one fill price for everybody. None of the clients, they don't need a VPS access because they're not running it on MT4. This is all done from the back office, okay? So they don't need a VPS. We don't charge for this system. It's completely free to money manager, completely free to all customers if they want to use it. Let's go to the master account. Master account is 93, so let's go to a master account here. So now we're inside the master account. We're going to go to portfolio. Right now we have 0 position. Let's go at the client level. Let's log in as a client. So on the left side, I'm logged in as a client, and so the client will have its own back office access that's tailored to the client. If he has multiple accounts, he can flip between accounts. This particular account is a subscriber account, but if he has a trading account, he can go to his trading account he can trade his account there. Yes, you can switch between accounts here, and you, if it's a trading account, you also get your own MT4 platform as well.
Beautiful.
But I'm going to go to the portfolio page. So right now, the sub account is flat, the master account is flat. I'm going to place a trade on MetaTrader, Euro USD. Just going to put 100,000. We're going to do 100,000 Euro USD. So here's the position here.
Yes, I see it.
So we're going to refresh the page here. So the master got 100,000 position. The sub account, let's refresh. He got 59,567.20. So it's very important to understand that for accuracy, we go below sub micro.
Wow.
Okay, not many platforms do this. Trade copiers cannot do this. If you have a master trade copier with $2,000 and the sub has, let's say, $500, and he does a micro, the ratio is going to be off because the sub is going to get a micro. It's going to be off, and I've seen this many times. So we wanted to also fix that problem. So just to show you, so from the master right now, let's go to subscriber. Let's go to subscriber position. So here you're going to see the signal provider, he submitted a ticket for 100,000, but the total that went to the liquidity pool was 433,049.3.1. And this is the sum that went to the liquidity provider. So, and then it breaks down each account, what the lot size that each one of them got. Okay.
Beautiful, beautiful.
Any questions?
So fast. It happens in real time.
Yeah, everything is in real time. And we'll get into that in a few minutes as well. But everything you see, it's in real time.
Let's go through some more examples of subscribe, unsubscribe.
So if let's say the client decides to unsubscribe, we go to portfolio, we go to subscription. So this is the client page here. So the client is going to unsubscribe and he's going to say apply. So now his status changed to unsubscribed. That his account is mapped to master 93. It shows what performance fee he's paying. It shows what management fee he's paying. In this case, it's 0, if any subscription fee or not. So right now he's unsubscribed. Now, if we go to the report, let's go to the report, create statement. You're going to see that this is the entry ticket and this is the exit ticket, and he's unsubscribed.
So fast.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, it's real time. It has to be fast. So he's no longer part of the system, and he still has a small, tiny position. Now, this happens if it's less than 1, because I cannot close this position, this tiny fraction of a position at the LP level. This will get settled at the end of the month. I'm sorry, at the end of the day. So if I go to portfolio, you're going to see he has a residue left over. That's what I call it.
I see.
This is, just imagine a micro is 1,000. Okay, so this is less than 1, basically, so and I cannot close it, so it will settle at the end of the day automatically. If you go back to your subscription page here, you're going to see there's no more checkbox. So this guy, account 95, is on the sideline.
Got it. Okay, so yeah.
Okay, now if the client now wants to go back in, let's go back to profile. And let's go to subscription, and let's say I'm going to sign up again, and I'm going to say subscribe. I'm going to change my ratio to 1.0, and I'm going to subscribe. Okay, so now my status is subscribed, and if I go to portfolio, I have 0 position. However, keep in mind, the master has an open position. So this is another area that I wanted to discuss.
Yes, so
traditionally,
as a customer, I joined while there's trading going on with the same.
Yes.
Okay, so what?
Yeah. So this has been an ongoing issue. We used to get clients, they have a PAMM system, and 100,000 comes in, 200,000 comes in, they'll call me up and say, don't map it, I'm in a position, let me finish the cycle. Once I'm closed, I'll call you, you can map it, and things like that. So we wanted to eliminate this problem. And right now, the system has a smart built-in logic on multiple layers, okay? Now, this is one of the layers where if a new customer opts in while the master has open position, okay, it will recognize that the master is long Euro USD in this case, okay? It's long Euro USD. When I close this position, the sub account will not receive it. Anything I do in Euro USD, the sub account is not going to receive it until such time the master has closed the Euro USD position. So to demonstrate that, I'm going to put another Euro USD position right now. So I'm going to add another lot. I'm going to buy one more. Okay, here it is. Now I have two lots here. We're going to refresh the master account. Now there's two lots, 100,000 each. The total is 200,000. Now in the subscriber account, we're going to refresh it and notice there's nothing here. It didn't take it. But I'm going to place another pair. I'm going to place USD JPY. Now the system knows that the master has no USD JPY open position. Therefore, it's going to allow the sub accounts to receive those trades. So I'm going to buy right now 100,000 USD JPY on the master. So here's USD JPY, 100,000. Here's the master. We're going to refresh. So here's the USD JPY. Now we're going to refresh the sub, and here's the ticket for USD JPY. Wow. But notice, it's Euro USD, nothing.
Like a smart system.
Now we're going to close. Now we're going to close Euro USD on the master. Now we're going to close it. Okay. So we're going to refresh here. Euro USD is gone. Back office, he didn't get the exit. Okay. I'm clicking, nothing happens. Now I'm going to go back inside Euro USD. Now the system knows the master account just closed the Euro USD positions. So the next Euro USD position I do, okay, I'm putting it right now, buy. Okay, here's a Euro USD position. Here's the master, refresh. We have it right here. And now the sub, we're going to refresh. Now the sub has the Euro USD position. I've been doing this for almost 25 years, and I've seen so many scenarios. And what happens is a lot of times you close a position, that position goes to the sub. Now the sub is naked. Or the master account will hedge the position. The second leg goes into the sub is naked, okay? Now the system gets synchronized automatically. Automatically it will get synchronized, basically, okay? So if you're trading a day trading system or short-term swing trading system, you don't have to, as a master account, you don't have to worry about, do I have to close my position to get this one account opted in? Does he have to wait on the sideline? You don't have to worry about that, because let the client come in and out as they please, okay? And the system will automatically synchronizes them to the master as he closes those old position and new positions, they'll automatically receive it. So again, for the sake of transparency, we've given the client the control of most functionalities. So the client can subscribe and unsubscribe. The client can change the multiplier, and everything is recorded. So for example, if I were to change from 1 to 1.5.
Okay. So this is from the client's perspective. You've given them a permission managers cannot touch.
No, the nice thing about the system is the money manager, technically, they don't need a power of attorney because the money manager has no access to the client's account. So in essence, they're trading under letter of direction, okay? And because the client is the one that's opting in, opting out, the client makes the decision if they want to receive the signals, what their stop loss levels are, what their multipliers are, and they can cancel anytime they want. So the money manager does not have access to client's account, okay? So therefore, a power of attorney technically is not needed. And I mean, you can have it, but it's not needed. So right now I'm gonna change it to 1.5. I'm gonna click apply. And if we go back to the subscribers page here, you're gonna notice that it's changed to 1.5. And if we go to subscription history, we're gonna select today's date, and we're gonna keep track of all the changes that were made. So far, all the changes was made by the client. The last change we did, we went from 1 multiplier to 1.5 multiplier. Now I'm gonna make admin is gonna make a change. Now admin is gonna change this. Let's say the client calls us and say, hey, move my stuff up to 35,000. So now admin is gonna make the change. We're gonna update this. Now on the client side, when he pulls this data, he's gonna see that the last change was done by the broker.
I see.
And we went from $15,005 to 35,000. So there's a trailing mechanism. This way, it's all transparent. The client will see this, the money manager will see this, and the broker will see this.
So this is an added layer of protection legally as well, not only
Yes.
for the broker yourselves, but also the money manager, as well as the client, the subscriber. So
yes.
when a dispute happens, everything is recorded,
documented. Yes. Traditionally, when a manager uses MT4 and they use these third-party softwares, the client receives an MT4 terminal, the subscriber, that is. What happens at that level is some client, if they choose to, they can put a script on and they can copy the trades onto another account, and there's no way for you to find out. Okay.
That happens, yes.
With us, the subscriber accounts, by design, there is no MetaTrader.
Oh.
All of this is happening on the ECN engine. Basically, it's an aggregation engine, and it's built on the aggregation engine. Only the master account can trade via fix, or they can trade via MT4, whatever their preference is. But all the subscriber accounts, there's no need for a platform. It's all done by the back office. And because it's a web-based platform, they can't really copy your signals onto other accounts. So that's how you're protected. Beautiful. The way the clients are protected is clients have access to their account. They control the subscription, unsubscription, the ratios, the stop loss. So they have their layer of protection. You have your layer of protection. And then we're really a neutral party that's facilitating the relationship. A few minutes ago, when I was talking about how the system has multiple smart logic built in, one of them was being able to detect if the master account or the sub account has positions and the relationship with each other. It also has another function where when deposits and withdraw comes in, remember, because it's a percentage-based allocation, when somebody deposits 500,000 on an existing account, right? And then when you close a position, it has a smart logic to detect that new money came in, and these existing position, we're going to close it based on the old deposit. And then once the positions are closed, the new position will be opened. The new positions will be opened based on the new allocation, the new balance of the account. I mean, client's back office. Let me show a few other things here. So client has access to everything. They can see their net open position. They can pull a trade blotter, like ticket by ticket, timestamp. They can see all of that. They can pull reports. They can do detailed reports, summary reports, swap history. So the reports can be PDF or HTML. When they create a statement, it's very easy to read. So you have your closed positions, you have your open positions, and the summary, of your account. Swap history, not a lot of back office has it. But here you can select the date if you want to know what was the swap rate on Tuesday the 2nd. You can pull the data. If you have a USD account, you look at the USD long, USD short position. If you have a GBP account, you look at your GBP and long and short position column. But here it'll tell you based on 100,000 what you would have paid in swap, what you would have gained in swap based on your position. Okay, so you have all of that data
This
saved.
is for me as a trader who wants to know if there's a higher swap on Wednesday. This is
right. And here it shows you actually. So if you go to swap detail for that day, each pair, it will show you the settlement price. This is where the market settled. And then it gives you the point values, long and short, and it tells you if it's a 1 day or a 0 day. Sometimes there's holidays, Wednesdays. So if we go to a Wednesday as an example, so some of the pairs on Wednesdays will be 3 times the
yes.
multiplier,
and these
the swap.
These are industry standards. There's nothing to do.
Yeah, exactly. But the client has all of these things. The other thing is the client can edit their profile. They have their bank information here. They can upload their bank information. They can do subscribe, unsubscribe for the PAMM Plus, which we went over. Subscription history is going to keep track of all the changes they've made or the broker made. If they need additional account, they can request additional account from the back office. We have, if they want to deposit money, withdraw money, they can do it from the money manage page. Settings, they can basically change their password. And if they have support related questions, they can send a ticket to sales technician account inquiry. If they have a trade audit, so they can send a trade audit using this ticket right here. They can put their ticket ID, and if the issue is at the entry or the exit, they can attach files. So there's a ticketing mechanism built inside the system where the clients can do trade audit, request withdraw, ask questions, and so forth. You as a money manager, there's a couple of other layers that I wanted to show you. So I want to show you how the accounts are, once they're created, how it's mapped. So let's go to one of the sub accounts. Let's go to account 95 as an example. We're going to go into sub account 95. Let's minimize this. We don't need this right now. We're going to go to brokerage. Okay. Now, this is a dummy account for show and tell. So we're going to go to brokerage setup. So here we're telling the system we're charging $80 per million on this account. Okay. Again, this is not our commission, but just show and tell. We're charging $80. Now, then we're going to go to brokerage allocation, and you can see the percentages here already designated. But the way it would work is here we're gonna say who gets what. So sake of argument, let's say the broker is getting $25 out of the 80. And these are the merchant account, salespeople, whatever you want to call them. Okay, so for example, let's assume you're IB10. Okay, and let's say you are the broker referring agent. Okay, and let's say you're getting $10 per million, and let's say IB11 is your salesperson. Your salesperson who actually went and got the client. Let's say you're paying him $5 per million. Okay, and let's say he goes out and brings another introducing partner in another country. It doesn't matter where, but let's say he's getting $10 per million, and then that IB brings a money manager, and the money manager, let's say, gets the rest. So we have 50, so there's 30 left, and then we say calculate and apply. So what happens now is every time this account trades, automatically 31% will go to the broker, 12.5 will go to you, 6.25 will go to your salesperson, and so forth. 12.5 will go to the foreign IB, 37.5 will go to the money manager. Okay. Now the same concept applies for performance allocation, management fee, subscription fee, and the markup. if there's a markup, okay? So as I said before, a money manager, they have 5 layers of fee to choose from, and their commission, markup, performance fee, management fee, and a subscription fee.
Spread.
And like I said, every money manager is different, and they can, based on their business structure, they can customize how they want to set it up. And once it's set up, we'll apply it to all of their downline. And if they need to give a break to certain clients, they'll notify us saying, hey, this client is paying 20% instead of 30%. So we make the changes and it's done. Okay. And the nice thing about this is all of the payments are in real time. So let me show you the IB portal so you have a better understanding here. 1 second. So now let's log in as the IB portal. So this is the merchant account, and basically, if you want to look at all of your clients, you would go to clients accounts, and these are all your clients. If you want to go to your master account 93, which is right here, trading account, you click on it. Now from here, you have access to the open position. You can see it's in real time. So if I were to close those 2 positions, if I close it,
This is interesting.
I'm going to close it. I'm going to refresh. You're going to see it's real time. So now, you can see reports in real time. I'm going to close the second ticket.
I can track not only my downstream, I can track my customers, and I can track my commissions, right?
Yes. So there's another important component that we have built here, which I'll go over. It's the IB hierarchy. So for example, here, if we go to the IB section, these are all the IBs. Okay, so if I go to IB 10, and we go to IB linking, you've introduced IB 11, 12, and 13. So these are your salesperson or your foreign IBs. Okay, so imagine IB 11 is a money manager. Now IB 11 can go out and he can give merchant accounts to his salespeople or his foreign IBs that they're raising money for him. So if I go to IB 11, then IB 11, we can see he has introduced 12 and 25. So every merchant can start their own tree downwards. Now, when you log in into your account, you will see your downward clients, but you cannot see upstream.
My downline IBs, I can see them all, my money manager.
Yes, but then when IB 11 logs in, he sees his downline. When IB 12 logs in, he sees his downline, basically.
And the system can control everything, can custom.
Unlimited. Yeah, you can have unlimited downline, okay? And every downline, every IB can see their downline, not upline. So in your situation, your IB 10, okay? So when we come here, for example, let's close this, and 95 is right here. So this is 95, the sample account that we were trading. You have access to reports. You have limited access. You don't have full access, but you have limited access. But you can pull the reports. These are the trades we unsubscribed. These are the leftover residue position, which will get settled end of day today. Okay, so you have access to your customers. Also, if you want to know how each of your salespeople or IB is performing, you can go to introducing broker accounts, and you can pull the accounts. It's broken down by each sub IB. So if you go to IB 10, these are the clients you've introduced. If you go to IB 11, IB 11 has introduced 4 million. These are the accounts they've introduced. IB 12 has introduced 991,000. So you can see who's bringing what. Similarly, you can also see the volume traded. So you can choose, let's say this month, show volume, and you can open all. You can see each account, what volume they've done, and you can see total volume as well. so you can keep track as to which of your salesperson or agents are doing what.
Is this available on traditional PAMM, or this is an enhancement?
So this is the merchant component. Remember, you have the PAMM Pro. The PAMM Pro does its thing, but in addition to the PAMM Pro, you have a back office access to manage your whole operation. Okay, so you need a tool to manage who's coming in, who's coming out, who's going out. You know, what is my downline? Who are my downline? Who are they bringing? What volume are they doing? What commissions am I earning? So for example, in the commission section, let's go to compensation. So here you're going to see exactly you as IB10, how much you have earned so far. It breaks it down into brokerage, spread, performance fee, management fee, admin fee. You have everything access to your fingertips. Not only that, you can also see your sales agent. How are they doing, basically? How is your sales agent doing? And the nice thing about this, it's in real time. So I'm going to demonstrate this. So take a look at this right here, the brokerage and the spread. Okay, it's $42 and $15. I'm going to place a trade in real time. So let's do 300,000. We're going to buy. So we bought 300,000. I'm going to refresh this page. Remember, 42 and 15. Now it's 54 and 23. Each of the IBs got their share based on the pre-allocated percentages that I showed you earlier. Now right this is the entry. Yeah, right on the spot. Now you double click and we're going to close this ticket. When I exit, I'm going to refresh again. Okay, now the 54 is going to go to 65 and the spread went up as well. So each one of you and your downline will see exactly how much they're getting paid. And if they want to remove that money, they would just submit a fund request so they can withdraw their money from here. They send a ticket, basically. And then we will get it and we'll process it.
Can you go back to that previous window? The dates, can you change the dates and get similar report, detailed report from to, let's say, a date from? I see, you know, the date.
Yeah, so you can, if you want to go the whole month, it's going to tell you how much you collected in the whole month.
Beautiful.
Not only that, you can see, this is how much you collected here, this and this, okay? So let's write down $443.18 in commission and $59.61 in spread. So you can actually go to compensation detail and you can select this month again and you can pull the data. Here, if you add all the brokerages, it's going to add up to $443.18. And if you add the spread, it's going to be the same as well. Not only you can see your gross, you can actually see on a day-to-day or month-to-month basis which account paid what. Okay, this account 101 paid $2.03 in brokerage, and this account 98 paid $27.87 in spread. It breaks it down for you. The merchant account is designed for the merchant, the IB, the introducer, money manager. So it has everything it needs to run its operation. We also have it translated in Chinese and Japanese. So if I go to Chinese, everything changes into Chinese, basically.
Nice.
You know, we talk to many money managers, and sometimes I see their setup and I scratch my head. Sometimes they're managing 10 accounts, 20 accounts. They're using third-party copiers to copy from one account here to another account there. I mean, I don't understand how they operate. We streamline everything. Okay, you have one master, you can have 1,000 sub accounts, it doesn't matter. One order goes to everybody, everybody gets the same exact field price. You have all the safety function built in. It streamlines your operation in every angle. Doesn't matter what question you throw at me, it's there. It's already been addressed. We have thought about everything, and everything has been addressed. However, if there's something we haven't, and if a money manager has a specific need, has a specific need and we don't have it, we can always build it because we own the technology, right? Meaning we built it. So if there's a specific function that's missing, we can always add that function for that money manager.
So this gives me another question, Dave. If another broker uses this technology, does that mean they basically white labeled it from you?
Correct. So what we have is an enterprise level solution where I've only shown you the PAMM Pro. That's and some of the IB functionality, but there's other layers behind the system where a bank, a broker dealer, financial institution, family offices, large money managers, they can actually white label the entire system and they can have a turnkey operation basically. ATC Brokers, we opened our doors in 2005. And so we've been around since then. We're not a large brokerage house, we're a boutique operation. We're very customer oriented. We have had clients that have been with me since we have opened. They haven't gone anywhere. We have grown word of mouth primarily. I don't know what to say. It's one of those things where it's a personal touch.
It is because you and I go back. We met 2006
right.
or 2007, and since then, I mean, you've been my favorite operation.
Right, we've been around since then. We're licensed in UK. We're licensed in Cayman. We are almost done our licensing with Labuan, which is in Malaysia, that's what we've done. We're getting ready to roll this out to more prospective traders and money managers. We're working on a few other projects as well. I think this year and next year, it's going to be interesting years. We have a great product, but the problem is people don't know about it yet.
That's
once people see it, I mean, I have shown the platform to a few key people, and they've told me, they said, Dave, I've never seen anything like it.
But
and they've been in the business for many years.
That was my opening thing. I said, people usually, when I talk to money managers, when I started talking about PAMM, they'll say, yeah, we know PAMM. But then I tell them, no, this is PAMM Pro. They would say, what's the same? I said, no. So I explain a few things, they start questioning. So I'm guilty of that too, myself. But once I realized it, I thought, we have to do something about this. We have to explain it in more details. This is super, super, super advanced. So Dave, thank you for your time. It's been a pleasure having you with me. Hopefully we will try and post this soon. And if you have any add-ons, I thank you. Appreciate your time.
Thank you, Simon. No, thank you for the time, the opportunity, and yeah, if you have any other questions, let me know.
Excellent. Thanks. Take care.
Thank you. Bye-bye.